Good morning, Red Devil Addicts fans. We are on game day. Yes, that's right. We are on game day for the EPL game against West Ham today. We're playing West Ham. So we are playing at Old Trafford, which is it's going to be a great night at Old Trafford. Don't we all wish that we are there? And you are with. We finally got and we found the Alexandro, the talisman. He is finally back on the show. Let's give him a clap. We have him back. We are so happy to have him back on the show. Alex, thank you so much for joining. He's just woken up. It's what 12:30 now in Brisbane. Alex.
Yeah,
Yep, he's 1 hour behind me. I'm in Melbourne, and we are waiting on our other boys to come on board. Unfortunately, Yogan hasn't been around because he had to travel back to Malaysia, and he's actually flying back as we speak. So he should be back on the next couple of shows anyway, which is great to have him back. Unfortunately, our doctor, who's actually in Scrubs tonight as well, we'll get to see him a bit later, is dealing with a sick patient. So he's probably going to take a little bit longer or a while longer before he can come on board. But we got Alexandro the Talisman here, and we are going to do the show a little bit. We were going to do a post-match reaction from the Europa League that we've witnessed on Friday morning here in Melbourne, and of course in Brisbane as well. But we couldn't get everyone together, so we said, "Hey, let's kill two birds in one stone. Let's do what I call a double header. You know, a double header." Where we are going to talk a little, we're going to talk about the match against um, um, Sheriff that we won comfortably 3-0. It was a team that we found it a little hard to break down, but we managed in the end, and it was fantastic night at Old Trafford. We had Sharon there. He was singing to all the songs. We miss Alex Teller's singing, but you know what? We all felt that he was with us there because we heard all the chants, the Lisandro chants, the United chants, and all the other chants being sung by the Old Trafford faithfuls at the Stratford end. And I can tell you, Mr. Charan was dancing along to all those tunes. But we get to dance tonight. You know why? We've got our singer back. Our singer, the talisman, is back, and he's been quiet lately because he was with a certain someone. Such a lucky fellow. He's been, you know. Well, I'll give you a sneak peek. Yeah, I'll give you a sneak peek. He's such a lucky fellow. I really admire this fellow. He's yeah. That's who he's been with. See, you can see, Alex Alexandra is just shaking his head. He's just ooh la la. Yes, I have. Yes, I have. I tell you, Alexandro is really really excited now. That is Larissa Riquelme. That's what we were talking about in the last couple of shows. Actually, I'll tell you guys why she popped up and why she's such a hit among us fans because of course the fact that she is drop dead gorgeous. She's one of, I mean, well, she is the girlfriend, as they call it, of the World Cup 2010 because of what she said that she was going to do if Paraguay had made it to the semi-finals or even won the World Cup. But that got fans like myself. But from a fan perspective, I was excited, but I also had the opportunity to get a quote from her in Paraguayan. Of course, I can't understand Paraguayan. When we had an interpreter, was when I was working for a media company. We wanted to get a quote from her, and how she's feeling about Paraguay's chances in the World Cup. and what was exciting that she can tell us from the games itself that she's sort of gone to, and of course we also got to tell us a little bit about her little adventure that she was planning. If Alex Talisman was there, he would have joined her on the field, and also, well, I'll tell you, yeah, I'll little, well, Alex is gonna give me a tell us off for saying this because I just made the show an X-rated show. Well, you know what, Alex, I got to tell people, the viewers want to know exactly what did Larissa do. They're all too young; they may not even have remembered the 2010 World Cup. Larissa actually said that she would take off all her clothes and run around the field if Paraguay made it to, well, painted only in the colors of Paraguay painted on her body, and she would be running around the whole um, stadium if Paraguay made it to the semifinals. So I tell you, how good would that be? I tell you, look, Alex is already getting excited. He's already planning his what he's going to do. Just imagine if you had Larissa and Alex doing the same thing in the Qatar World Cup. Ooh. But unfortunately, Larissa's not going to be there because Paraguay didn't qualify for the World Cup. So, Alex, we have to go to Paraguay now. Look at look at her, how gorgeous she is. I tell you, every day when I see her, and I know that Alex Telles has not been on the show, we all know where Alex Telles was. That lucky fellow, that lucky fellow. Anyway, let's not deviate too much into Larissa. Of course, she is gorgeous. And guys, yes, she is absolutely gorgeous. And I would love, love, love to have a drink with her, um, talking to her about football, and I'll host a lot of many other things as well. So, let's not get everyone too excited now. Um, Alex is you look at Alex is blushing now. He's blushing now. He's getting red now. He's getting red. He's looking everywhere. Yes, Alex, her phone is there. You're looking for her phone. Yes, you can see her phone. I'll make it clearer for you now, Alex. Yes, that's right. You saw her phone. That's it. She'll be texting us soon. Don't worry. Anyway, guys, let's get back to footballing business, which is Manchester United. Um, guys, wow, I must say, was fantastic to see Cristiano Ronaldo back in the scoring again. He scored his 701st goal. What probably would have been a a really frustrating night for him if he had not scored that goal because he tried and tried and tried. He had a goal disallowed. We could see the frustration in his eyes, in his face. But it was great at the end of the day for him to get a goal during the night. It's fantastic, and of course his compatriot, Portuguese compatriot, started off the scoring. Diego Dallo with a beautiful header from a corner, and of course Marcus Rashford with the second goal, and then Cristiano Ronaldo, to top off everything. Um, I think he had a decent game. He was just getting a little bit frustrated in the way he had missed quite a number of opportunities, and of course, most notably, the beautiful what we call the spinner by our very own Anthony. I know he was getting a lot of stick from Paul Scholes online for what he was doing. Even though he got the ball into the path of a player, but showboating in the game and making those kind of mistakes, wasn't something that uh, went on well with the ex-player Paul Scholes. But look, again, he's Brazilian. He's got skill. I would, we I don't think we should stop him from expressing himself. But again, I think he also needs to be told that it's fine for you to do a little bit of showboating to entertain the fans and entertain everyone, but most importantly, you need to be focused on the game, because what happens if someone stole the ball and started going on a run and scores a winning goal against us? That's separating us between a victory and a loss, or even dropping from 3 points to just 1 point or no points. So I think it's key, which Ten Hag addressed it. I think in the press conference, he said, I will be speaking to Anthony about it, but I cannot stop him, and I don't want to stop him about for doing what he did, because that's his skill and that's what got him there, and he's done a lot of fantastic movements, and that's something that he's sort of created a trend. Uh, you ask Alex itself. Now it's probably trending on TikTok. It's probably trending on Instagram. The Anthony spin. So these are things that are in today's world. You wouldn't have seen it in the older. In the talking about during Roy Keane's time or Paul Scholes' time when they were playing. You wouldn't have seen all of those things. If anyone tried to do that, they would have got literally taken to a side and probably beat the hell out of them and say, hey, you're not doing this anymore, or if not, you're going to sit outside. You get a telling off for it. But times have changed. It's a little bit different right now. I think managers and others also want them to express themselves on the field, but of course, taking a little care of it. But I want to say, what a fantastic game for United. Now we go to Spain next week to play Real Sociedad. As we all were talking about, we need a 2-0 victory, because if we win in Spain by 2-0, United will top the group and avoid teams like Barcelona, Juventus, and of course there could be others like Atletico Madrid and all that would come, who would be resigned to the fact that they've lost out their place in the Champions League, and they would move into the Europa League for the next phases. So that is a key factor for us to top the group. So we have to go to Spain, and we got to be careful not to concede any goals, but we need to beat Real Sociedad by 2 goals to top the group, so that we can avoid that. And I hope that we will do that. It's really important for us to do that, because that we want to progress further into the tournament and win the tournament. So that, of course, that is also our plan. It'll be good for Ten Hag as well, as a United boss, to win a trophy as soon as he's here, and of course, winning a European Cup like the Europa League would be enormously fantastic for him. So yeah, so that's on that side. But we move and shift our focus to United's game right now, that we are going to be taking on the Hammers, West Ham at Old Trafford. Charan said he is getting ready. Let's see how far along is he, because before he walks to the game, we want to get him to join in and sort of give us some insights on a couple of things within the United squad today to um, what do you call that, with the Hammers. Now I'm reading here. Apparently, there's some big speculation about the defensive pairing. Apparently, Maguire is going to be back in the fold to partner Lisandro Martinez at centre back, because we all know,
Yes.
yeah, and we all know about the um, injury to Rafael Varane, and that's the reason that he's been kept out of the squad. I don't think we will see Rafael Varane in the next couple of games leading up to the World Cup. What appears to be a hamstring injury that was mentioned by Dr. Mervin the other day. The extent of the injury is unknown. We'll have to ask Charan, who is pretty close to the club doctors, to the medical team, and also to the club's hierarchy. Um, to get some insights to how he's feeling and how bad is the injury. So we're waiting for Charan to come on. Hopefully, he'll come on pretty soon. But I want to get some thoughts on the game against West Ham. It's not an easy. It's not going to be an easy game. We all know the way West Ham plays. They like to soak up the pressure. They've got players that can hurt us from the front itself. We all know the style of David Moyes. I think we've got to be clinical. We've got to be extra cautious, but we also got to be clinical, moving the ball forward. So there are rumors that Ronaldo might start or he might be put back onto the bench. But you know who I would like to see starting on the left in instead of hey, the man from Old Trafford has landed. Look at him. He's looking bright and early. He's probably had a shave. You can see his mustache and his goatee is a bit smaller today. Uh, I think after all the screaming and all the dancing on well on for him would have been Thursday night against Sheriff. Charan was at the game. Singing along to all of that. Welcome back, Charan. It's always a pleasure having the man from Old Trafford here with us. We were just telling our viewers that you are just getting ready and getting all excited to walk down just outside your house because you know your background is just Old Trafford in it. Not many of us
It's
can
right
say
there. It's right there.
that. We've got the talisman who's actually hiding. He's finally come back. We found him from the clutches of Larissa Rigelme. We finally got to pull him away from that
It
beauty.
it
Uh,
looks it looks like whatever beard I shaved, he's picked it up and put it on his face.
Alex, that's it. He's disappeared. God knows what he's doing now. Uh,
Anyway, Joel, I've only got about 10-15 minutes, so
that,
yeah, so
that's
let's
all
get
right.
stuck in. Come.
That's it. That's it. That's it. Look, you were there at the game. We were just talking about the Sheriff game. What a fantastic result it was, 3-0. Of course, we all are so happy for Cristiano for scoring. I know he was getting frustrated. We could see it. The frustration was starting to build up. But tell me the atmosphere in the stadium when he scored that goal, Sharon.
The atmosphere, I like majority of the fans. I would say 90% of the fans. Obviously, it's not 100. You can't speak for everyone,
Yep.
but 90% of the fans were, just delighted that he scored, and they were singing his name, and they were singing his name throughout. Like where I was,
Yep.
the singing section, they were singing his name throughout. So there wasn't any issue there. I mean, you could hear the odd and occasional boo, but I always choose to listen to it as you, so it's all
Yeah.
right.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Boo to
Yeah,
Sue,
yeah,
you
yeah,
know, and um,
yeah.
and you notice that he changed his celebration as well. He didn't do the Sue after he
Yeah,
scored
he's
the
doing
goal.
he's doing the I ate. It was Diwali, so I ate too much biryani, so I'm
Biryani,
full now.
yeah, I'm full now, you know. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
but he probably would have had Diwali at your house,
yeah, yeah. He was round. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah,
I was, I was, I was surprised. I was surprised that he actually played because he had one too many whiskeys and couldn't walk home. So yeah,
but hey, he's the goat after all. You know, he probably went home and
he is the goat. He went home and probably went to the gym after that.
yeah, and worked it all out, you know, and sweated
Yeah,
all the
yeah, yeah,
biryani that he ate from
yeah,
your house. Well, it's fantastic.
yeah, yeah.
Hey, you were going. You showed us some pictures yesterday of how United has set up and all ready for the West Ham game. How do you think
Yep.
this game is going to plan out, Jared? You're going to be there, of
I
course, at the
think
game.
Yeah, I think it's a bit of a tricky one because West Ham are really good defensively,
Yep,
and I know we scored 3 goals midweek, but but that doesn't really, it's a bit of like papering over the cracks because it doesn't really sum up our strike force at the moment.
yep.
Um, we are struggling. Let's be honest. We are struggling with goals.
Oh,
We need to be a lot more clinical, which I've
yep,
said on the previous shows as well.
yep,
And their defense is really good. The only good thing is Bowen is out,
yep,
so hopefully we can keep a clean sheet and nick a couple of goals. That would be brilliant. Because start off, we got to start off on the front foot and just go for it. Because if we don't, they will sit back And then you know what United is like when they sit back. You saw it against Sheriff as well. When they've got the entire team back there, we struggle. I know in the end we scored 3 goals, but just think about before that, we really struggled.
Struggle, correct. What do you think about there's some rumor that Ronaldo is going to start this game. Um what are your thoughts on that? You think that that will happen?
I personally think because it's funny that you mentioned that because like it was a very brief nugget of information that I got out of Ten Hag, where like I think I'm not sure a lot of people picked up on it, but during the Sheriff game, he wanted to see how Rashford and Ronaldo could play as a two,
Mm, yep.
which for me was music to my ears. I was like, yes, please, let's
Yeah.
see this. Come,
Correct.
let's do this because we need goals. And Rashford alone, I mean, he's struggling. I mean, he has. I mean, I hope he scores. I hope he scores a hat trick today. But he does miss some opportunities. And I think if they can both complement each other, because Ronaldo in the middle, Rashford coming in, I think could work. And I'm hoping that both start today.
Yep.
Unfortunately, it means that Sancho might miss out because I don't see him dropping Anthony. So
Yep.
yeah,
Yep. But how good was Garnacho on that night? His first
he was
debut.
absolutely brilliant. I mean, there's been we on this show as well. We've talked about the lack of playing time. He should get more playing time. Blah blah. And
Correct.
I always said to you, Joel, that it's an attitude problem. It's an
Yep.
attitude problem. That's why he's not playing. Talent wise, it's there. I mean, we can
Absolutely.
all see it. You
Yep.
don't need me to tell you. You can see it for yourself.
Correct.
But it was an attitude problem, and I would like to think that now Ten Hag is that kind of manager where he given you the opportunity, you perform. He did perform. Okay, yeah, he didn't score, but he ran his. I think he was given man of the match.
Yep.
He ran his heart out, and
Correct.
I think this could lead if he keeps his head down and he keeps working hard. I think this could lead to more and more games. I won't be surprised if he comes on today.
Exactly, exactly. That's what I was telling
Yeah,
Alex today as well. How do you
yeah,
bench a player like that? After what he's actually put out, he looks comfortable on the ball. He looks like he's able to take on players. He's not afraid, and it was so nice
yeah.
at the end of the game. I mean, us from home, we're watching it from a TV viewer's perspective. He actually waited for Cristiano to come, and he went up to Cristiano, and he was like telling him thank you and for the guidance and those kind of things. Yeah.
Joe, just quickly, I want to just touch on that because usually, right? Because obviously I'm at the game. Usually, Ronaldo he's the first one straight down the tunnel. I mean, he will give the Stratford end like a quick applause, and he's off.
Yep.
He's off. Probably, cars waiting for him. He just wants to go home, whatever it is. But this against Sheriff on Thursday, he actually followed them around the stadium and applauded everyone, which I thought was his way of trying to say sorry. I shouldn't have done what I did, and I want you guys back on my side, which we are. I
Yep.
mean, we can never forget the legacy that he
Does
that
does he
he
No.
does he
does.
not normally
He's
do that?
the goat. Yeah.
Does he not
So
normally do
I
that?
think, but it was a nice gesture because he didn't have to do that.
Yep.
I mean, he doesn't have to do anything, right?
Yep. Yep.
Yeah, but he did that, and I thought that was really cool. He was one of the last players to leave the pitch, which was really
Fantastic.
cool.
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah.
He's always been my favorite. Alex, you've got a question for Charan.
Yeah. I just wanted to ask you: does Cristiano Ronaldo not normally do that? Does he not normally go around the whole stadium and do
No,
that?
usually no. I mean, the odd occasion he'll do that, but usually he's especially if he doesn't score or he does he has like a bit of like a bad game, straight down the tunnel. But he will
Wow.
applaud the fans because we always sing his name even when he's going because we are the Stratford end, so that's where the tunnel is. We always sing his name. He'll give a quick applause and he's off.
Oh, right.
Mm.
Okay.
So, do the players normally like give their jerseys out to the fans or after the
I
game?
mean, you get that. I mean, the occasional, not every game, mostly aways because there's less of United fans, so they
Yeah.
go and give the jerseys out because they just want to thank them for their support for traveling and that's it. Home games not so much, but yeah, they do. Yeah.
Yep.
I think it's more for the kid, but I have seen
Mm.
grown ass men fight a kid for a jersey. I've seen it. I've seen it all. I've seen
Oh,
it all. I mean,
Probably.
let's be honest. I mean, we all want the jersey, but if a young kid is right there and got the jersey, I'm not gonna, pull it off the kid. I
Yeah.
mean, that's just
Yeah.
like that's not cool.
Yeah, that's literally not cool at all. And
Yeah,
we we
yeah, yeah.
we had a lot of that happening here in Melbourne when the team came down. People were pushing kids, and me, Alex, and all that were trying to protect them. We acted as bouncers.
Mm.
We
You
literally.
you 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 get that here as well, Joel. I mean, and I'm not talking about in the stadium. Outside the stadium, right?
Yep,
You've been here before. You know what
yep,
I'm talking about. Where the
yeah, yeah,
players come out, and obviously there are a few people that I know personally, disabled fans, or they're going through something, so they are at the front.
yeah,
But I've seen some people try to, push their way in. And I'm like, come on, if that kid deserves it more than you. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I know you traveled far and I know
yeah,
you did, but come on, at the end of the day, we're all human beings, so be civil about it.
yeah.
If you get a jersey, if you get a signature, you get a selfie, fair enough. But don't
Push.
never ever I never condone pushing and shoving,
Yeah,
especially when the kids in front. Kids should always get the priority because don't forget, once upon a time we were all kids who
yeah.
loved United, and imagine the excitement that you got at the time.
Mm.
Oh yeah, of course, definitely. I mean, well said, Charan, and that's exactly what we believe in, and that's what we did as well at the Melbourne
Well,
W
fair
Hotel.
fair play to you, Joel, for police. I mean, I know you didn't have to, but fair play for policing it.
Yeah, we did that. We a
Yeah,
group of us, Darren, myself, Alex, we held the fort in front. We allowed the kids to come in front. We even
yeah,
spoke to the security and said, "Hey, if anyone starts to push at the back, tell them off or remove them from the area because
yeah.
there are kids there. They've come. They want to see their stars. Give them an opportunity." And I think that's really important.
At the end of the day, I mean, we were kids, and we got that opportunity as kids, we would be so happy. So just let them have it. Even now, we are big kids, but we gotta, be sensible.
Yeah, that's it. That's it. Well, I've got my little one's coming. He's on the way. I'm waiting
Yeah,
anxiously for him to come. So you.
exactly. So just imagine if someone pushed in front of your little one when he's 2, 3, you'd be fuming,
Oh,
wouldn't
I'll be
you?
furious. I'll be furious,
Yeah,
and I'll
exactly.
be having at him. I would be having at that person because it's
It
just
shouldn't
not.
be like that. It shouldn't
Yeah,
be like that.
give people an
No,
opportunity. Doesn't matter.
correct.
There's always another
Yeah,
day. There's always another day. Well,
there's
if
always
they.
another chance. No,
Yeah,
yeah.
and if they join the Red Devil Addicts channel, they might be able to get Sharon. Sharon might be able to do them a favor.
What they want to sell? They want a selfie with me? And I don't think so.
Hey, I want to selfie with you, man.
That can be arranged. I can sign a shirt for you as well. Don't worry.
Sharon, before
No
you
need
go,
to push. No need to push and shove. I'll send it to you. Don't worry.
hey, before you go, I know you're about to hit.
Yeah, I got. Honestly, maximum 10 minutes. I gotta go. I have to go now.
No
So yeah,
problem. No, I
whatever
understand.
you want to ask now.
Yeah, we don't.
Sorry, sorry to be so rude.
No. But we don't want you to miss the game. That's why you're the
Yeah.
man from Old Trafford. We've got the doctor back. The doctor in his scrubs.
Hi,
Yeah,
hi,
we
hi,
finally
hi.
got him back.
Sorry.
No,
Hi,
no, yeah.
Mervin.
Hey, hey, Alex.
Anyway, Jared, no, I was going to ask you. Me and Mervin were talking a little bit about. Mervin was giving us an update on Rafael Varane's injury. He did mention it was a hamstring injury. Um, and what can you tell us? I mean, you're close to the club. You've got insight
He's
information.
not. He's not. He's not gonna play for us until after the World Cup. So that's end of. We don't have
Okay.
to worry about it. I personally, I know I'm very selfish, but I personally hope he doesn't play at the World Cup.
Yeah. For selfish reasons, I think we all want
Yeah,
that as well.
because
We want.
because he's so fragile in that sense that if he does play for France, even if it's the odd group game that he plays and gets injured again, that could lead to a long. I mean, the doc will tell you himself that could lead to another serious injury that will last, like that will finish his season. Then we can't risk that. We need him. We need him so badly. Like him, Martinez is great.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong, but we need both of them together because
Yep.
They
that
complement
just
each other.
works for us.
Yep.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, there's some news coming out that Maguire, our captain, is. I mean, he did have at least about 15-20 minutes on the pitch the other day.
I think he
Uh,
had 45, almost 45
45,
minutes.
45 minutes. I think about 45.
Mm.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah, yeah, yeah.
45 minutes on the pitch. Oh yeah, that's right. He came on in second half. Now, what are your thoughts on him? There's some rumors that he will be starting today
I
alongside
mean,
Martinez.
I I I understand if he starts, but personally, I would go Victor. I
Yep,
just go Victor.
yep,
Personally, but because I think he still needs time to come back. Yeah, he can, he got 45 minutes, maybe get 60 the next game or whatever it is. I personally will go Victor, but if Ten Hag thinks he's the guy, then he's the guy. But I
right.
think Victor, to be fair to him, I know he gets a lot of criticism, but he hasn't put a foot wrong when he stepped in for Varane. So far, touch wood. I
Yes,
mean, I'll touch my
that's
head.
yeah,
Thank
yeah,
God.
of course.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Now that
yeah, I
you
know.
said that, something's gonna happen.
yeah. I know. It sounded wrong. Yeah.
But okay, I mean, very good point. Now, Victor Lindelof has definitely deputized in a way, and the one good thing that I like Victor Lindelof is he can come out and play the ball, and he's very good from a vision perspective of making that through pass. We all know he's done that a couple of,
Correct.
and
And
that's one of the good things of his game. Sorry, Charan, go ahead.
no. It's fine. No, I just wanted to say, like, I'm not sure Maguire is ready yet. I just don't have the confidence. I mean, I've no hatred towards him. I have nothing. There's no personal agenda or anything like that. I just don't think he's ready yet to come in for, like, this is a must-win game for us because you think of all the teams that drop points and Newcastle
Correct,
are flying high. We got 2 games in hand. We need to win these games.
correct.
Every game right now
Yes,
we need to win.
correct.
Yeah.
So
Exactly.
we cannot afford to take chances where, oh, we'll see, we'll give this guy a chance. No, we
Yep.
can't.
Absolutely. No,
We
no,
have to
you
play
are
our best
absolutely right.
team, our fittest team, our best team at all points.
Absolutely, absolutely, absolutely. I totally agree. And this is what we were talking about, Mervyn, myself. We were chatting the other day, and we said, we've got a chance. We have to start winning, getting on the 3 points for the next, at least until the World Cup. And
Yeah.
of course, we've got a very important game against Real Sociedad in Spain, which we need to claim. We need to score by two
We
goals.
need to win by two clear goals.
Two clear goals to top the group, and so we've got a big task ahead of us in the next couple of games. And how good it was! I mean, the weekend, as Mervyn was saying, that Chelsea losing to Brighton, Liverpool losing to Leeds, and of course, I mean, Spurs was
Spurs with a
almost
lucky escape.
with a
Yeah.
lucky escape. But as you correctly pointed out, Newcastle, I mean, with the kind of money that they haven't signed any big names, but they are looking that they're
I
looking to be
think
a
I
real
think what
deal.
a Newcastle. I mean, this is not a Newcastle show, but I'll just quickly touch on that.
Yep,
Um, the thing about Newcastle is what they've got now is a great team spirit. They all like comrades in like war, like at the moment. So they all playing, and you see the likes of Almiron, who was ridiculed by Jack Grealish. I think that's the reason why he's playing so well because he's like trying to prove Jack Grealish. What has Jack Grealish done recently? Nothing.
But
nothing,
Karen,
nothing.
but
Oth-
also I think I was saying with
Other
Joel, I mean, I think change in management of the club make a lot of difference. I think uh,
Eddie Howe is so underrated. He's so
correct,
underrated.
he is. So I think
Yeah.
United goes to show that I think we too, if we can get the club ownership change, I think that will revigorate the club again.
We've been striving
Continue.
for that.
I
We've
know.
been
And,
trying.
and
We've
and
been
that's the
trying.
thing, the narrative is already gone. Like it's already died down.
Yeah.
Previously, it was, when we were losing, yep, it was all, everyone was going all out. But
No,
now,
but that. Unfortunately. I mean, we can do a whole show about it. Unfortunately, long story short, they are good. They are good at silencing the fans.
yeah,
Okay. If we're not, something is not going right, we're not performing. Boom, we'll sign a big name player. Everybody will keep quiet for a bit.
Yep,
I'm not saying everybody, but like a lot of people will keep quiet. They'll be like, all
yep,
right, okay, cool. And then when we signed Ronaldo, everybody was like, oh, okay. I mean, not that they don't hate Glazers, but they were just like, okay, we won't be as loud as we were, when they did when they tried to join the Super League.
yeah.
That was the straw that broke the camel's back. But at every game, they still protest, and every match, we still sing "Stand Up" if you hate Glazers, and we make the whole stadium stand up,
yep, yep. Well,
which is difficult because a lot of people are like, do I have to?
But look, as we've said time and time about this, we need to keep at it, because there is going to come a time where we really need to we really need them gone. The club has got, as Charan, you pointed up so many times to us. You've been to the games. How poor the stadium, the condition of the stadium is at the moment. I'll be I'll be worried as well. Taking my son to the game next year when I bring him down. And of course, Mervin is also bringing his daughter there. For us, it is going to be. We've always going to have like one eye at the top and saying whether the bloody roof is not going to cave in on us or anything like that. But you see, this is the problem. And correctly, what you've mentioned, it's what we've been saying for the longest time: paper over the cracks, and that's what they've been doing. I'm really hoping that that something happens. But I just wanted to note, Arsenal has just taken a 2-0 lead against Nottingham Forest. So
Just quickly, Joel, because I have to bounce soon.
Yep.
Just quickly on what you just said, right? I just saw before I came on, I just saw on Sky Sports News that Ronaldo has apparently got a new book coming out, or a new interview coming out, that he mentioned his displeasure when he rejoined United at how bad the facilities are at Carrington. He was like, this is not, and he was like, this is not how you train. This is not. I mean, why don't we have these facilities? How do we not have these facilities? Because he obviously come from Real Madrid and Juventus, where they've got better training facilities. So this could be, I mean, a potential. I mean, everything with Ronaldo is a big story. So this could be the one that he will put out when he's done and he's about to leave, because he apparently is not happy at all with what he's come back saying. Because I personally think that he left us in 2009. He's come back in last year, and I don't think Carrington has changed. So he's probably wondering, what? Nothing's been upgraded, really? So he can't comprehend that, and he's a perfectionist. He needs the best of the best. And United, as a club, we need the best facilities in the world. We're one of the biggest clubs in the world.
Yes, exactly.
So I just wanted to mention that, and don't be surprised if that blows up soon.
Well,
Where Ronaldo, shares his displeasure about the facilities.
well, I think we need to blow it up, because that's something that we've been talking about a couple of shows about how poor the stadium conditions are, and how other teams like Spurs and all that have moved forward in putting in state-of-the-art facilities. And everyone's constantly upgrading. They've added more stuff into the stadium, and where the things that needed to be fixed were fixed. I mean, you bring a player like Cristiano Ronaldo, an icon, who of course started his career and became one of the top players from United. Bringing him back to the club is fantastic for us as fans, but not providing him the tools to train is, to me, it's an absolute no-no.
I think he's the one who will point out the flaws.
Yeah.
Because the rest of the players are just like, okay, we'll just keep quiet and we'll just carry on, and because he's been there, done that, he's won everything. He is in a position to point out the shortcomings that the club have.
Yep. No, exactly. Oh, Arsenal's taken the lead again. No, they've always been on the lead. They just scored another goal, so it's 3-0 to Arsenal against Nottingham Forest.
Joel, I'm going to have to go. So if there's any question,
yes,
one last question.
One last question, actually, before you head off, Charan, to the big game, to the Theatre of Dreams, which is just in your backyard. Yes, I keep pointing that out. Now, there's been a lot of stick about Anthony's showboating, the spinner. What is your thoughts on that?
I mean, Paul Scholes called him a clown again. I mean, Paul Scholes clearly has got an agenda with him. But yeah, it's funny because Hargreaves, if you guys watched it, I mean, sure you guys watched it on YouTube. Yeah. Hargreaves tried to defend him and said, no, he's trying something. Yeah. But of course, when you do that, and then kick the ball out,
Yeah.
you do look like a right mug. So you should,
Yeah,
if
I
you
mean,
do
I
that
mean,
and then
the
make
thing
a
is,
pass.
there is a time and place for it. I mean,
Correct.
sometimes,
Exactly, Mervin.
problem.
Exactly. You can't just do that and then kick the ball out and then.
I know.
But
I'm
I was
not
telling
saying I can do that personally, but if I did that and kick the ball out, I'd leave. I'd
I
never
think
come
he's
back
just
again.
creating
I'm
a
done.
trademark for himself wherever he
yeah,
goes. That's all
yeah.
he's doing.
Yeah, I mean, he's that guy. He's from the favela, so in the favela they wanna show their samba style.
Yeah,
But like what Mervin said, time and place.
place for it.
We winning
Correct.
5-0.
Yeah,
You do all that. You do all that nonsense. No problem.
yeah, yeah.
Mm.
No, I
Yeah, but
totally agree.
you gotta end. You gotta have some sort of end product because Paul
Yeah.
Scholes just called him bloody clown.
Yeah, but Paul Scholes being
He's a
Paul Scholes.
clown in the circus. That's what it is.
But look, at the end of the day, it's a very different era. I was just talking to Alex. We were actually talking about this earlier before you guys came on the show. We were talking about it. I said that the times have changed. If anyone did that, like when Cristiano tried to do that when he started, with his shimmy shimmies, he got told off by many of the senior players as well. They just didn't take that kind of shit. They wanted you to get on the field, be serious about it, and make sure that whatever you're trying to do is for the betterment of the team, scoring or putting the team in a position for scoring. But as I said to Alex, the times have changed now that people are trying to sort of create how many Instagram followers trying to create what I call a marketing thing, making a statement out in the market, creating a trade. That people will start to follow, because now if you look at all the memes that are going out, a lot of things that are going out there, they're all creating the spinners. Everyone's taking a thing about the spinners. But Ten Hag, I think, in his press conference did say, "Look, I'm happy for him to do that. That's his skill and stuff like that. But I will be telling
You
him
saw
as he
Joel.
plays."
Joel, you saw his face. You saw his face. I came back and watched the game. You saw his face when he did that. He was
Yeah,
like
he shook his head. Yes, he shook his
not
head.
happy at all.
Yeah, not
Not
happy,
having it.
not happy. But he would have told. I'm sure Anthony would have got a telling off from Ten Hag about it. But again, I think Ten Hag's also the way he's addressed it.
All right, the lineup is out.
The lineup is out.
Yeah.
So can we? Can,
Yeah. What is it? Quickly before I
Okay,
gotta go.
so
Quick.
just start. So Dello, Maguire, Martinez, and Shaw, Casemiro, Ericsson,
Oh, Ronaldo starts.
Rashford, Fernandes, Ilanga, and Ronaldo.
Ilanga is a surprise one, I have to say.
Yeah.
Wow. He's taken
I-
Anthony out.
He's taken Anthony out, and
Yes.
Anthony's not on the bench.
Yeah. Not on the
Hmm.
bench at all.
Anthony is not on the bench, guys. So maybe he did 1-2 spinneroonies too many.
But we'll leave that to Charan to find out, because we all know that our man from Old Trafford has got his insights into.
Right, guys. I honestly I cannot stay any longer. I have
Okay,
to go.
go.
I'm so
All right,
sorry.
No.
thanks, Sharon.
Charan, thank you so much again, bro. You enjoy
No
yourself
problem.
at the game.
Enjoy the
I
game.
will do.
We will catch you.
Yeah,
for-
and you guys enjoy the game too. And maybe if there's anything that happens where I can't see on TV, you guys pick it up and let me know.
We'll pick it up. We'll shout it out, and you have a lovely day. Say to all our Old Trafford faithfuls, we all love them, and make sure they tune into
Right.
the Red Devil Addicts channel, because we're the best at the
Will
moment.
do.
All right.
Take care, guys. Bye.
Thank
Bye.
you very much, Sharon.
Bye.
Guys, it was always a pleasure to have our man from Old Trafford, Charan, who's getting ready and all set up to head down to Old Trafford, even though it's in his backyard. But he's actually getting ready to meet up with fellow United fans and make his way to the Stratford end, because he is a season ticket holder. So it is going to be an atmosphere that he needs to get into, and he'll be back with us later on anyway. But just to let you guys know, Arsenal's having a goal fest again. They're 4-0 up against Nottingham Forest, which is really shocking after Nottingham Forest pulled out.
In Liverpool, I know that's the problem. And here I thought, they can at least pull off some,
Something, and help us out to keep Arsenal from staying at the top spot for far too long. But that's the thing. That's the beautiful part about the EPL.
That's all. Anyway, that's okay. We can say we've beaten Arsenal at least.
Yes, that's right. But So Anthony, let's get back to the fact of Anthony. Do you think this is a reason that, or Ten Hag trying to tell everyone to say, hey, I've basically told
Yeah,
them.
I think Ten Hag is already clear. He's clear. He's not scared of whatever player you are, your frame and all that. He's ready to to put the rules in there and say, okay, if you don't perform, that's it. You miss a game, or if you try to do something silly, yeah, you're out. And I think, and also remember, he's also trying to give other players as well a chance to prove themselves.
Yep.
And we've seen how players do step up after being given, having not, been benched essentially, or not even be chosen. So,
Yep.
So in some ways, and that's what we've been missing for a long time since Fergie left.
Correct.
No one was willing to make that hard calls.
Yep. I'm looking at the lineup, which I'm going to share out now, for West Ham as well. No Bowen, so which is a little bit of a good news for us. But Bowen is there actually.
Yeah, he is. He's playing.
I thought Bowen wasn't going to play, but no Antonio. Antonio doesn't seem to be there. So you've got Souček and Declan Rice, Berama down.
So playing Lanzini is not playing.
Yeah, Lanzini is also not playing. But here's the thing: as what we mentioned, we're going to have what I call a biggest worry for us, which Charan brought up before you came on, Mervin, is the way West Ham plays. They soak up the pressure, and that's where United struggle against teams that sit back and defend.
Correct. Yeah. Like again, we did see it against Sheriff.
Yeah. So that's and it is really key. But looking at United's bench, we've got Sancho, Donny van der Beek, and of course, I'm very, 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 very happy to see Alejandro Garnacho on the bench. We would after what a performance he put on.
Yeah.
Man of the match performance he put on against Sheriff, which is really, really good to see him on the bench again, and hopefully at some point we'll get to see him. But most notably, I'm shocked that that Anthony was left out. But it goes to show, as you said, Ten Hag is not mucking about, and in all he wants to probably had a displeasure conversation with him, and he said, okay, I'm going to bench you for this sentence to show everyone that I mean business. I'm happy for you to do what you like on the pitch, but there's a time and place, as you correctly mentioned. Now Anthony Elenga hasn't had a start for a long time now. Good to see him. He's gonna probably, I think that the way they've set up this, I don't think Cristiano Ronaldo is going to be playing very much on the left hand side. That he will probably move him to the center of midfield. Center position as a center forward, and bring Marcus Rashford to the left where he can cut in. I think Charan also mentioned that he wants to see this partnership between Cristiano and Marcus Rashford start to flourish. But the sad thing is we've not had Martial back. He's back training, but we've not seen him on the bench.
Yeah, I suspect he maybe get a run in games maybe towards the end.
Just before the World Cup.
Before the World Cup, yeah. Because Martial is definitely not going to be playing for in the World
France.
Cup. So
I don't think because he's just coming back from too many injuries that he suffered towards the start of the season. But guys, we're almost.
I wouldn't be surprised actually, Joel. I mean, he might play against Aston Villa for the Carabao Cup.
Yes. Yeah, because we're playing Aston Villa twice
twice. Yeah, pretty much in a span of 4 days.
4 days. That's right. And I think that's when we are probably about 2 games away before they break for the World Cup. So as we all said, we need to win today's game. We need to win our next couple of games. And look
because we only got 9 points to take actually, because we've got 3 league games including today, and then the rest is one is Europa and then cup games. Yeah.
And cup games. Yeah. So yeah, it's very important. And look at Mr. Talisman. He's stroking Marcus Rashford. Or is it Marcus Rashford or is that Anthony?
It's Elanga.
Lenga.
Ah, he's got a lenga. Wow. Okay, I couldn't see that really clearly. He's stroking a lenga there. Ah,
I'll
fantastic.
show you the scar. Yeah, when my cousin Peter went to Old Trafford for the Arsenal game, he got it for me. I'll show you the full scar. I love it.
He's going to show us a scarf. I thought he was going to bring Larissa to the show.
I know. Good
I'll
old
turn this camera around.
Ooh. Nice, nice. Fantastic.
Yeah, it's cool.
It looks absolutely brilliant, Alex. Guys,
Yeah.
before we go, the doctor's got to attend to patients.
Yeah, I thought I better quickly finish up and then, then I can watch the game.
Yeah, and look.
And no interruption.
Exactly. We don't want any interruption, and our doctor is back in his scrubs, so which looks good. Yeah, he's always looking good in his scrubs. Anyway, before we go, we got to get Alex Telles, now that we have him on the show, to give us his chant. So let's get stuck into it, Alex. We want you to give us a chant, and a chant is for a certain someone.
I'm gonna do the Alanga chant because he's starting.
Okay, let's hear the Alanga
It's one of
chant.
my favorite chants.
And you see that?
Oh my god!
Look at that. Gives Alex Telles a little bit more oomph for him to do the chant.
I'm sure Joel's got a collection of all her photos, even the one with the phone. I'm sure Joel will like to, look at like a mobile phone is.
Actually, I'll do this. Which one do you want me to do, Joel?
You do the Alanga one. Look at the screen. Pump it up a little bit more. You've got Larissa there. She's just joined our chat.
She's beautiful, isn't she?
I knew you were going to go there. I knew you were going to go there.
I think this is X-rated now.
I know.
Well, it was already X-rated when I told you what she did in the 2010 World Cup.
You didn't tell me.
I did. I told you
Oh,
this.
that's right. You did. Yeah.
And that's why I said I was getting a Telles off because I made it X-rated.
You did tell me.
All right, come on, Alex. Before the doctor has to leave to get an apple, let's do it.
Rhythm is a dancer, Anthony Alanga, scoring goals from everywhere. He's from Scandinavia. He's United Saviour, scoring goals from everywhere. Whoa, it's Alanga.
Oh, fantastic, man, fantastic. Look, even Larissa's smiling. Now we need the Lisandro, bro. The Lisandro, he's starting today, so he's got a new partner in Harry Maguire.
Oh god.
Come on, let's do it for Lisandro.
Lino's fucking magic. He wears a magic hat, and when he saw Trafford, he said a fancy that. He nearly signed for Arsenal, but snubbed them because they're shite. He signed for Man United because they're fucking dynamite.
Oh, fantastic. Guys, I want to do this one. I need to do this. UNITED. United are the team for me with a knick-knack paddywhack. Give a dog a bone. Why don't West Ham fuck off home? I had to change it. And you know who gave me that change, that motivation to change? Alex Telles, because he did that with Sheriff the other day. He said he changed the tune from City to Sheriff, so I did it to West Ham. So that's fantastic, guys. Again, please say hello to our new addition to the group, Larissa Regelme. How gorgeous that smile is. We'll say bye in a minute. Look at Alex; he's getting all excited now. Alex, we're not letting you into the bathroom anytime soon. Yeah? Anyway, guys, it's a pleasure having you guys on the show. What a great show, and we got some insights from Charan, especially on the Cristiano Ronaldo front. He's had some some as we all know that Charan's pretty close to the club, so we get a lot of really important information from him, especially with Old Trafford. So it's really great that he's given quite a number of insights onto that, and of course Mervin, who's given us the team lineup, and we've walked through the team lineup, and great to see Anthony Lenga make his first start after a long time. I think he came on for a couple of substitutions in the last the last game. Then pretty all right. But I'm also very happy to see Garnacho on the bench. Hopefully, with a performance like that against Sheriff, we'll probably see him some part of the game. And it's great to see Cristiano back in the starting lineup together with Rashford. And let's see. Hopefully, guys, we need these 3 points. Go United! Go United! Go United! We need the 3 points, guys. Let's enjoy the game, and we will be back.
Predictions, Joe.
Prediction. Yes, that's right. Predictions. I'm going for a 2-0 victory, United.
Same, I chose 2-0 as well because it's
I actually chose 2-0 as well.
All right, so it's going to be
2-0.
2-0. 2-0 it is. We got the predictions pretty much spot on against Sheriff, Mervin. So hopefully twice in a row will be great. Yeah. Anyway, guys, thank you very much for tuning in. You're with me, Joel, and the Red Devil Addicts studio here in Melbourne. And of course, we've got our favorite man, Alexandro Di Telesman, back. He's done his chance. He's also showed us. He's also welcomed our new star, Larissa. And of course, great to see our doctor back with his scrubs, in his scrubs. And of course, we had Charan, the man from Old Trafford, on the show as well. So, guys, let's reconvene back after the for the post-match review. Hopefully, we're all buzzing like the way we were buzzing against Sheriff, and of course against Tottenham as well. We were all buzzing with the victory, and it's always like that when United wins. So, guys, don't forget to follow us on YouTube. That's the Red Devil Addicts on YouTube, and also follow us on Instagram. Like us on Instagram, Red Devil Addicts on Instagram. We're going to be doing a couple more shows. I'm trying to get. I'm probably going to drive up to the hospital where our great doctor is and do a Instagram live there. With the doc in the background when he's hard at work. So yeah, so watch out for some cool stuff that we're going to be doing, and we will see you in the next show.
All right.
See you guys.
Okay,
see ya.
Bye.
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 Bye.